Welcome everyone to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. And if your question is for a specific school, please mention the school in your question so they know to answer that. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to check out the full schedule, strivescan.com/Virginia. And the presentation's being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at the same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. Session C1 is our session this afternoon. You can see it in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen I'm sharing. That is the order of presentations for each of the schools during this session. So I've gotten all the housekeeping stuff out of the way, so I will step out of the way and turn it over to the University of North Carolina, Asheville.
Thank you so much, Russ. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our panel presentation today. I am going to share a little bit with you guys about UNC Asheville. We are the Liberal Arts and Sciences institution for the UNC system. We like to say that means a lot of different things, but one of our favorite things to tell students about UNC Asheville is that we offer students a private school education for a public school price. And because we are a liberal arts and sciences institution, we are focused on interdisciplinary engagement as part of our curriculum. And so we work on making sure that students are able to think critically, creatively, and collaboratively within and between disciplines. So in an increasingly interconnected world, nothing happens in a bubble, right? And so we want to make sure that we're preparing you to be the best biologist you can be by making sure that you're able to have an informed conversation with a sociologist. So we foster those connections and collaborations, like I said, within and between disciplines. A lot of the way that we are able to do that is with small class sizes. So we are an exclusively undergraduate institution, and our student body is about 3,600 students in size. Our average class size is about 20, and our student-to-faculty ratio is 13:1 across the university and is much, much smaller in several of our departments. So we don't have any lecture style courses. We like to say we don't have a back of the class at UNC Asheville. And all of our courses are faculty taught. So we don't have teacher assistants in our classrooms that are managing their course loads. We have professors that are there in front of your classrooms from the first semester of your freshman year, working with you to help you find your calling, even if you're not sure what that is yet. And also because we do not have graduate students on our campus, you don't have to compete with those master's or PhD level students for access to those professors or opportunities to participate in internships or conduct research. And speaking of research, we founded the National Conference on Undergraduate Research, and so we have about 70% of our students complete original research while they are at UNC Asheville. Many of our academic programs have an internship or some of that undergraduate research built into their course of study. And so we try to make sure that we provide students several opportunities to get a lot of really great hands-on experience and learning, and that they're actively engaged in that process throughout their time at UNC Asheville. We have over 30 majors on our campus. I'll highlight just a couple that you can see on this slide. Atmospheric science is a student that draws, or is a major, excuse me, that draws students from all over the country. We have the National Climate Data Center here in Asheville, and so that's a great resource for our students. We also have 2 engineering programs, even as a liberal arts institution. We have a mechatronics engineering program, and then we also have a 2+2 partnership program with North Carolina State. Our music technology program draws a lot of students as well. And then we also, I want to mention our teacher licensure program. And so for students that are interested in becoming educators, what we'll do instead of giving you a degree in education is we'll give you a degree in your content area, and then we'll put you in a licensure program so that you're fully qualified to teach when you graduate from UNC Asheville. But in case you decide that you want to, pursue something else in the middle of your career, you don't have to go all the way back to square one. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility. We also, I'm going to talk a little bit about student life. We have over 80 clubs and organizations on our campus, and that list continues to grow. We have a very actively involved student body. We also have the 16-size Division I sports program and several clubs and intramural sports teams, so students are able to get involved and stay active. And also outside of the classroom, Asheville is kind of one of the best resources for our students, and our campus is ideally situated for students to be able to enjoy the best of what Asheville has to offer as one of America's great small cities. So our campus is about 5 minutes from the heart of downtown, where the best restaurants and art galleries and concert venues and the best of what the cultural resources that are offered by the city of Asheville are accessible and super close for our students to be able to go and enjoy. And then we also, I like to say, the city of Asheville itself, with a population of about 90,000, offers all of the convenience of a big city without any of the traffic, and still provides a lot of the comforts of a small town because we are very locally minded and community oriented. So 5 minutes in one direction, we have the heart of downtown, and then 10 minutes in the other direction, we have the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we have students just about every weekend that will go hiking, biking, camping, and do, you know, either an organized trip that's led by our Student Rec Center, or rent equipment and take a solo trip or a trip with a small group of friends to go and enjoy the best of what the surrounding area has to offer in the beautiful scenery of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Talk a little bit about our application. It is open. We do accept the common application, and you'll see 2 different application types on this slide. Our early decision application, if for students that are, you know, confident that UNC Asheville is where they want to be, if you're able to come visit in person and do your research. Those deadlines are November 1st for a December 15th notification and January 15th for a February 1st notification. We of course have a regular decision application as well. That deadline is February 1st, and applications will be released on February 15th. In terms of what's required for students to apply, we'll need your application, an application fee of $75, or an application fee waiver, the essay that is included in the application. If you would like to submit supplemental writing samples, you're more than welcome to, but it is not required. And then we need at least 1 academic or counselor recommendation, but we know that a lot of schools require more than 1. And so if you want to submit supplemental recommendations, you can do that as well. And then supporting transcripts, official transcripts, and then SAT and ACT scores are optional for students across the UNC system. So if you have them, great, send them. If not, it won't affect your consideration for merit-based scholarships. And then there on the slide, you will see information about how to connect with me on Instagram, via email, or through our new podcast, AVL Bound. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you guys on campus very soon.
Sarah, thank you very much. I want to remind everyone, if you have any questions, ask them using the Q&A button, and make sure that you name the specific school if it is a question for one specific school. Next up, let's hear from Stevenson University.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Reynolds. I am an Associate Director at Stevenson University, so I'm looking forward to sharing with you all the amazing things that Stevenson has to offer. We are a kind of smaller private institution located in Maryland. So we are in Baltimore County, very much the suburbs, but we are only 30 minutes north of downtown Baltimore, which is a great kind of compromise if you want access to a city, but you don't necessarily want to be in a metropolitan city campus. We're a great place for that, where we have our own campus community and our amazing campus facilities, but access to the city of Baltimore, and that could be for internships, off-site research projects, but also fun recreational things. We will, you know, in a typical year, sponsor events in Baltimore for student clubs and organizations, but also classes will take trips to different companies and organizations in Baltimore. So it is a great place to be. I mentioned we're small, so we have just under 3,000 students. So you can see our average class size is about 17. Student to faculty ratio is about 15:1. Very close-knit community. The faculty are really focused on your success and making you a better student, and focusing not just on your 4 years and how you can grow and learn in the 4 years, but also life beyond Stevenson. So from the very beginning in your first year on campus, we are talking to you about your goals and how we can get you thinking about your career goals, graduate school, jobs. What do you need to do in 4 years to set you up for later success? So part of that, all of our majors provide you the opportunity for career exploration, and most of them require it. So that would be an internship, research, or a capstone course, which is a project-based course. So again, we're very focused on helping you explore that. I do want to mention before I go into majors in the next slide, we're a very diverse campus, especially for our size. So it's something we take a lot of pride in, and you're going to be able to interact with lots of different people on campus. And again, we're very close-knit, so you get to form close bonds with lots of different types of people, similar backgrounds, different backgrounds. We have over 80 clubs and organizations on campus, very strong Division III athletics. So for a small school, we have a lot of really cool opportunities. We have over 90 academic programs. What you see now is all of our majors. So what makes up the over 90 is minors, tracks, which are focus areas within a major, and pre-professional programs. So that's things like pre-med, pre-physical therapy, things like that. Most popular major is nursing. It is direct entry, so students can apply and be admitted into the nursing program as a freshman, which is a huge benefit. Other popular programs are criminal justice, business administration, biology. Deciding is a very popular major with incoming freshmen, so that means you don't have a major set yet. But we also have some really cool and unique programs. Fashion design, we're the only four-year school in Maryland that has a fashion design program. We also have a film program, biomedical engineering, medical laboratory science, theater and media performance. So a little bit of something for everyone. Legal studies, which is very unique. Not a lot of schools offer that at the four-year level. So some really cool programs. I do want to very quickly highlight 3 of our scholars programs. You can find more information online at SU Scholars. But the great thing about all 3 of these, honors, leadership, and service, is they are four-year programs that combine inside and outside the classroom experiences. So they provide really great opportunities for you to grow as an individual, grow intellectually, grow in yourself, grow in the community. So honors is our traditional honors program, and then leadership and service are obviously focused in those areas. So if any of those spark an interest, they're really exceptional programs and provide some really great experiences and great ways to build your resume as well. Again, we're thinking about your life beyond Stevenson. In terms of applying, we have 3 main pieces of the application. The application itself, which we are free to apply online, the transcript, and the essay and short response, which is a part of applying online. We are test optional for this year, and letters of recommendation are also optional as well. You are more than welcome to send us a letter of recommendation if you feel it's gonna, if you feel it's gonna be really well written and benefit you. You're certainly welcome to send that to us, but it is not required. We do have a lot of very generous scholarships, so definitely let me know in the Q&A if you have any questions about these. I'd be happy to answer them. This is all of our deadlines as well. We don't use early decision or early action. All of our deadlines are scholarship related. So you can see our first deadline is December 1st. That's for merit-based scholarships, priority review, as well as our full tuition scholarship, the Presidential Fellowship. Our leadership and service programs, another benefit is there is a scholarship associated with those 2 four-year programs, which is another benefit and another opportunity you get. And then we also have limited major-based scholarships for theater and visual arts students. But the idea of our scholarship programs is to really reward you for your hard work, and we work very hard to make sure you get that recognition. So again, let me know if you have any questions. These are just all of our deadlines. As you can see, our first deadline is December 1st. So while we don't use early action or early decision, we have very similar timelines. So our final scholarship deadline is February 1st. So most of our students apply from that December 1st to February 1st timeline. We are open for limited campus tours if you're able to come visit us in Maryland, but we also have lots of virtual options as well. Everything is listed from the on-campus option to the virtual options online at stevenson.edu/visit. So we would love to get to know you. And then this is my contact information. So my email, phone, text, you're more than welcome to text me if you have quick questions. And we are very personalized. So if you go to that stevenson.edu/meet-counselor, you can click the schedule a counselor call button and select to meet with me individually over video or phone. So I can share any individual information you want about Stevenson or answer any specific questions you have. So definitely reach out to me. We love getting to know students, and that's the kind of experience you'll have at Stevenson. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. And want to remind everyone, if you have questions, please use the Q&A button to ask them and name the specific school if it's a question that is for a specific school. Next up, we'll hear from James Madison University.
Right. Thank you all so much. Nice to meet you. My name is Jamie Didowick. I am a Senior Assistant Director with JMU's Office of Admissions. Can you all see my slide okay? I know I'm trying to do presenter view, and I think I don't have it set up just right. So Anyway, sorry. So I've been in the Office of Admissions for 10 years now. I am a JMU alum. I was actually an interior design major at JMU, and I share that with you because I want students to not stress about your intended major, especially for JMU. We equip students, even art majors, to do things like admissions or do research for the government, because you're going to get such an amazing, well-rounded education here. I use the word nurturing to describe JMU because it is this special environment of academic challenge and rigor, but also professors who take an interest in you and care about you, and students who truly help and love each other and make it such a spirited and fun and welcoming place to be. We are in Harrisonburg, Virginia. We are located about 2 hours from DC and 2 hours from Richmond. Very easy to get up to us right off of Interstate 81. And I'll share one real quick, one of my favorite traditions. You'll see the streamers on the slide, that at football games, we're Division I for sports. At football games, whenever we score a field goal or a touchdown, the sky just lights up with purple and gold streamers. It's so much fun to witness. And the tradition of streamers has gone into now weddings and graduation ceremonies as well. So it's something students hold very dear to their hearts. My other favorite tradition at JMU is something we call Duke's Hold Doors. And you don't find this on a lot of college campuses, where our JMU students and faculty and staff, everyone will stop and hold a door for you when you're coming into a building. And it's such a fun experience where you could say, yes, JMU does open the door to your future, but truly, literally, we say, I see you, I care about you, I'm gonna hold this door for you. You'll see a couple great stats. Number 1 in our category for graduation rates. Number 2, public university in the South for many years in a row. Number 1, most recommended public university in the United States. Our students are obsessed with JMU. We have a 96% alumni satisfaction rate, 89% freshman retention rate. You'll see our undergrad and graduate populations, and what's really important to highlight is we don't have a large graduate school, and most of our graduate students are those in the 5-year education program or our nursing programs, and that means that our undergraduates are the main focus, and those amazing research opportunities are going to our undergraduates primarily. So we'll talk about admissions criteria real quick. The most important thing we are looking for is a challenging program of study in high school. So if your high school offers AP, IB, dual enrollment, as well as honors classes, we need to see that you've taken advantage of that level of rigor. It's so important to prepare yourself for the rigors of JMU after graduation. We take a strong emphasis on the core curriculum. So for you Virginians watching, that mirrors the advanced diploma requirements. One thing I want to highlight is math. We need to see 4 years of math, but that 4th year of math needs to be beyond Algebra 2. So something like pre-calculus, probability statistics, trigonometry, discrete math, IB Math 1, things like that. So math is a very critical component of that. And we have been test optional for 3 years now, so we do not need your test scores, and we can say that with confidence. We no longer need them, and we're glad for it because we know many of you are very stressed out about not having the opportunity to take the SAT or the ACT, so do not worry about setting those scores for JMU. And another thing to highlight is intended major is not a factor of admission, because we know that at 17 or 18, you may not know what you want to major in, and you know you'll probably change your major once, twice, maybe 3 times in college, so you don't have to worry about stressing about what to declare on your application. Let's see, and then new for deadlines this year for our seniors, we've extended our early action and regular decision deadlines by 2 weeks. So you'll see November 15th is early action, non-binding, and February 1st is regular decision. We have the coalition application as well as the JMU specific application, no preference as to which you apply with, and no preference whether you apply early action or regular decision. Either one is fine with us. So a big emphasis at JMU is hands-on learning, research projects, internships, practicums, real-world experiences that are going to make your resume so strong by the time you graduate. And we are broken out into 7 different academic colleges as well as the Honors College. And you can take a second to read a couple stats about each one, but there's so many strong accolades and rankings for all of our different majors. And we have 164 different majors, minors, and concentrations to choose from. So again, we are an undeclared majors dream school because we've got so many different opportunities to get you on the path that best fits you. I want to highlight our virtual open house going on the entire month of October. Go to jmu.edu/open houses, and then you can register and sit through all the different major specific information sessions, hear from faculty and students in the different programs. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And then where we're located, we are in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. So we've got the Blue Ridge Mountains on one side and the Allegheny Mountains on the other side. And there's so many amazing outdoor activities like hiking and skiing and snowboarding and biking and tubing. Our University Recreation Center has a 2-story rock wall, has a lazy river, and it rents equipment for our students for free. Downtown Harrisonburg is a great place to go for amazing culture and food, and then 450 different clubs and organizations. So here is our contact information. We are divided geographically by region, so you can find the admissions counselor that represents your high school. And then we've got virtual visits and a few limited in-person information sessions. And then I recommend signing up for our mailing list at j.mu/info. Thank you all so much.
Jamie, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Want to remind everyone, use the Q&A button to ask questions of any of our reps during this session. And if it's for a specific school, make sure you name the school in the question. Up next, we'll hear from Shepherd University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lacey, and I'm an admissions counselor at Shepherd University. So if you're not familiar with us, today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the resources we offer for our students, where some of our students end up going, and hopefully where you would see or find yourself fitting in at Shepherd. With us, we are a small public liberal arts school and about 90 minutes from the DC metro area. So a big part of what we have to offer is location. If you look at our campus, we're actually on that Potomac River. You cross that river, you're in Maryland. So we are in the oldest town in West Virginia, Shepherdstown, surrounded by history, but still close to really metropolitan areas, only about an hour from Sterling, Virginia, if you're familiar with the area, 45 minutes from Winchester. So I think a big part of what we have to offer, I like to call it the best of both worlds, because we are on the smaller side, you get small classroom sizes, personal attention on the classroom. It feels like a private school education, but we are public. So you get all the affordability of a public school and all the opportunity that comes with being in the DC metro area. A lot of our students end up doing internships, research projects in that area, and that's where they're getting job offers post-grad. So a little bit about our student population. We are under 4,000 students at this point, about 60-40 female to male, and 60% of those students do come to us as in-state West Virginia residents. The other 40% offer representation from all 50 states as well as 16 countries. Academically, we offer 100+ majors at Shepherd, and they're very customizable. So as far as picking a concentration or a minor, it's really easy to tailor it to what you're interested in and the career path you see yourself going into. Our average class size is 20, and our student faculty ratio is 13:1. And guys, I can't emphasize the importance of that enough. It's more than saying, oh, you're not just a number. Your professors know more than your name. They know what you want to do, they know to look out for opportunities for you. They're the ones who end up writing your references, helping you build your resume, and getting you ready for the career you want to go into. So career prep is a big part of what we are interested in at Shepherd, getting you guys out in the field. We are just as invested in the resources that you get outside the classroom as we are the resources you get inside the classroom. So ways our students are preparing for their careers now, they're doing internships, clinical rotations for nursing students, student teaching for education majors, and other field experience opportunities. And I will say that I was in the psych program, and usually coming out of a psychology degree, it's hard to get a job with just a bachelor's, but all of my friends and classmates who did an internship had a job offer before they graduated. So that's a pretty big deal. And we even have an office of career services that will work with you to help edit your resume. They'll do mock interviews. They host a really big career fair every year. Some other support resources that we offer are TRIO for first-gen and low-income students, a Success Academy with success coaches who will work with you with any skill set. We have free tutoring for all students for every subject, and other accommodations for in the classroom and housing as well. And all these people, guys, they're your personal cheerleaders. They really want you to succeed and reach your goals and get where you're going. So as far as on campus, we offer 90 plus clubs and organizations. There's campus events and festivals, and even Shepherdstown itself. We're small, but we're pretty poppin', so there's always a lot going on. And we are a D2 school in the PSAC Athletic Conference. If you ever get the chance to be on campus on a football Saturday, you will see so many people, not just students, but community members, alumni, all coming out for the big game. And then as far as living on campus goes, we offer 3 different housing styles: your traditional style, suite style, and apartment. And we have 4 major dining locations on campus. As a freshman, you can have your car on campus, so you don't have to worry about that. And we do offer meal plans for both commuter students and residential students. And then let's talk about money for a little bit. So if you're coming to us from Virginia, I came to Shepherd as an out-of-state student from Winchester, Virginia. You're looking at that $28,000 number. That includes room and board, but don't be scared off by that, because automatically, as soon as you come to Shepherd from Virginia, you qualify for our Metro Scholarship, which is $5,500 a year for 4 years. Our other academic scholarships you see listed there, they range from that $3,000 to $5,000, and you don't have to apply for those either. They're automatic. You have that GPA or those test scores, they're automatically awarded. If you didn't get the chance to take the ACT or SAT this year, don't sweat it, because we'll have placement tests on campus that you can take to qualify for those as well. And then as far as applying, the only thing we absolutely need are going to be your high school transcripts to make an admissions decision, but we highly recommend that you send us a personal statement. We love to read those and get an idea and a fuller profile of you, not just in the classroom, but who you are in your life and in the real world. Test scores are helpful, but they're definitely optional, and same thing with letters of recommendation. They're not required, but we always recommend it. And we are rolling admissions, so there's no specific application deadline, but if you want to be picky about housing and get your first pick at housing, we usually like to recommend November 1st. You have everything into us. And then for financial aid, just some things to keep in mind. The FAFSA is already open for next year, so you can get that done. It's not required, but it is for some scholarships. So even though you think, hey, I might not get any money, it's still helpful for those scholarships. And then from here, guys, check out the website. We are now hosting limited in-person campus tours, so you can sign up for one of those. Our application is online as well. We'd be happy to waive that app fee for you. So if you want to reach out when you apply, you can text us at this number, call us at that number, or give us an email at admission@shepherd.edu. If you want to reach out to me directly, you can just go to our website, and I'm on there under staff. I'm the girl with curly hair. And thanks so much for being here today, guys, and hopefully we'll see you on campus soon.
Lacey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And again, Q&A, use the button to ask questions of any of our reps. And if it's specific to one school, make sure you name the school in your question. Up next, let's hear from East Carolina University.
All right, guys, my name is Allie Hortonberry. I am the Virginia, DC, and Maryland admissions counselor. So I have my information at the end of this, but we're going to go ahead and get into some quick facts about ECU. So if you don't know, East Carolina is a part of the UNC system public universities. So we have about 28,651 enrolled students at ECU. However, despite being a large institution, we can maintain a 19-to-1 student-faculty ratio with an average class size of 28. So you'll be at a large university, however, you're going to be seeing some small school class sizes with very personal relationships and opportunities to connect with your professors. Of the 28,651 enrolled students, about 90% of those are going to come from the state of North Carolina, and then 10% will come from out of state, with most of those students coming from Virginia. To accommodate students with so many different backgrounds and interests, we have over 500 student clubs and organizations, including 15 campus ministries and 38 Greek organizations, and you can find a full list of those opportunities on our student activities website. We do require freshmen to live on campus. However, you can have your car to accommodate students that do need to and want to live on campus. We have 15 residence halls that are going to be spread out over 3 different neighborhoods. So you're going to see residence halls on our main campus, on our West Research campus, and on a little neighborhood called College Hill that actually has 8 of our residence halls. So you'll see a high concentration of students in that specific area. To go along with campus living, we have over 31 dining locations, including 2 dining halls. One's going to be on College Hill and one's going to be on main campus. We have 6 quick stop convenience markets and 23 national names like Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Chili's, and then Raising Cane's. If you don't know what Raising Cane's is, it's like a Bojangles or a chicken chain. We have the only Raising Cane's in the state of North Carolina on our campus, which is pretty cool. Academics wise, we have 84 different bachelor's degrees that you can choose from for your undergraduate career. We have 70 master's degrees and 18 doctoral programs, as well as so many different minors and concentrations, licensures programs, certificate programs, and things like that. To give you an idea of what our students are doing at ECU, our top undergraduate programs are going to include nursing, management, marketing, psychology, and elementary education, and a few others. We are a big health sciences campus. We actually do graduate the most nurses in the state of North Carolina, and we are the only school in the state of North Carolina that has a dental school, a medical school, and a college of engineering all at the same institution. If you don't know where Greenville is, where we're located, you can see this nice map here that has some major cities on the East Coast to give you maybe an idea of where Greenville and our campus is going to be. To give you a little bit of context, I'm from Richmond, and that's about 2.5 hours from ECU. In Greenville, you're going to have our main campus, our athletics facilities, our health sciences campus, and our West Research campus. We also have a small campus about 2 hours from Greenville called ECU Outer Banks and Manio, and that is going to be for our integrated coastal studies program. So if you're interested in any sort of coastal ecology or coastal wildlife programs, you're going to spend a little bit of time at the Outer Banks probably. For athletics, you do get free student tickets for regular season home games, which is why you see Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium here in the bottom right is so packed on game day. Greenville is a nice college town with lots of support from the outside community. So you do get free tickets to any of our 16 NCAA D1 athletic games. We participate in the AAC, which is the American Athletic Conference. And if you're interested in being a student athlete, all you're going to have to do is go to our athletics webpage, see our recruiting information, submit that. But we also have 36 different club sports and intramurals. So if you don't want to be a student athlete and you just want to participate in some sports on your own time, please take a look at that on Student Activities website as well. So to get down to how to apply to ECU, our application has been open since August 1st. So what's going to make that complete application? We'll have your application with an essay, your official high school transcripts. We did actually waive test scores. I think UNC Asheville, all the other UNC systems have waived those test scores as well. So you don't need to do that if you're applying for 2021. And there is a $75 application fee with fee waivers available. Just, contact me if you need that. And then if you're dual enrolled at a college, you'll go ahead and send a transcript from them as well. You can see some deadlines in the bottom there. So you have our application opened up on August 1st, like I said. The Honors College application will be due by December 16th, and our merit-based scholarship application is due by January 15th. For both of those, please keep in mind that you'll need to submit your general application no later than November 11th to be eligible for the Honors College, and no later than December 12th to be eligible for merit-based scholarships. And then you have until March 1st to go ahead and submit the application. For staying connected, we have ECU admissions social media right there. We have our general admissions email. So if you're going to send in anything, kind of supplemental documents like letters of recommendation or anything like that to us, you'll submit them to that email. And then we're also offering in-person and virtual tours, live info sessions, and student panels on our visit webpage on our undergraduate admissions website. And to stay connected with me, since I am your counselor, again, my name is Allie. That's my phone number, my text messaging number, my email address, and just some cool pictures there for you guys to take a look at what it's like on campus. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is go Pirates, and have a great day.
Allie, thank you very much. Again, want to remind everyone, use the Q&A button to ask questions as you have them for each of our reps. And up next, our final school to present this session will be Winthrop University.
Can y'all see my screen?
Not yet, no.
I'm sorry. The bottom of my screen is black. Oh. Still can't see.
No.
We thought this was fixed. Sorry, this happened yesterday.
It's okay, I'll come back on and remind everyone the session's being recorded, so if you want to refer to it later, it'll be available in about a week. Same website where you signed up, strivescan.com/Virginia. Also, that's available for anybody who could not attend today as well. Also can use the Q&A button, ask questions of any of our reps during our session.
All right, here we go. Can you see now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yay. Sorry. I'm waiting on a new computer. I do apologize. My name is Michelle Bogan and I am with Winthrop University. I'm so excited you are here today. I want to just give you some information about Winthrop. And if you have any questions, please type them in the question answer section. So Winthrop is a four-year public institution located in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Rock Hill is right at the state line of South Carolina and North Carolina. We are about 20 minutes south of Charlotte. There's plenty to do in Rock Hill. It is the 5th largest city in the state of South Carolina, but we think it's just fabulous for our students to be so close to a big city for job opportunities, internship opportunities. So again, we just think it's a fantastic place, and you are in the South, a lot of rocking chairs and swings around for sure. So we have approximately 6,000 students, around 5,000 undergraduates and 1,000 in graduate school. We do have students from many different countries, many different states, and that has been a big focus for us over the last few years. We are very big in diversity. We were actually just named the most diverse public university in South Carolina, so very excited about that. So we continue to recruit heavily for students in, coming from different areas. We have been named a top regional college for over 20 years. We have approximately 300 faculty members. All of our classes are taught by professors. They are not taught by graduate assistants or teacher assistants. We have over 40 majors and 120 different areas of study. Our top 5 majors are business administration, biology, early childhood education, exercise science, and psychology. Our classes are small with our average class size 21 and our student professor ratio 13:1. We do require all that our freshmen and sophomores live on campus. The exception to that is if your home is within 50 miles of the campus, then you can commute. Even though 89% of our first year students do live on campus, we just feel like it's a great way to get connected. We have 3 different types of residence halls. We have apartment style, suite style, and traditional style. We do also have a lot of amenities within the residence halls. We have free laundry, cable, microwave refrigerators, but again, just a variety of different types of residence halls for students to choose from. So for the fun stuff, we have over 160 clubs and organizations. That does include Greek organizations, religious organizations, political organizations, all types of clubs, intramural sports, club sports, and we have 16 Division I sports, and we are in the Big South Conference. Kind of a glance at our typical numbers. So you will see that we do have averages listed out. South Carolina students are typically on a 5-point scale, so you'll see their GPA is showing a little higher. But SAT and ACT scores are listed here. However, this year we have decided that we are test optional. So test scores are totally optional. They are not required this year. And you can indicate that on your application. So how to apply to Winthrop. So our application is on our website. It's been there since August 1st. Also, in addition to our own application, for the first time ever, we are accepting the Common App. Our application is free until November 1st. We do require a high school transcript. It does not have to be official. You can upload it yourself. And then again, you would indicate on the application if you are going to be sending us scores. Those do have to come from College Board, or if you're going to be test optional. And if you are, then you will write an essay describing what you have learned about yourself during the pandemic, a small essay. Again, we will take any additional items you want to send, which would include resume, letters of recommendation, any of that, and we will put it in your file. So financial aid, we do suggest everybody fill out FAFSA. Again, not required, but we do suggest you do that. Students interested in visual and performing arts, we have opportunities for them to audition for scholarships. Same with athletics, even though typically those students are recruited. But all of our students that do apply are evaluated for merit-based scholarships. And the deadline for students to apply so they can be considered for the scholarships is February 1st. Right now, our first decision, we are rolling admissions, but we're doing a big first decision. So, and it's going to be December 1st. So any student that does apply to us and we have your information by the beginning of November, you will get a decision December 1st. And again, scholarships will be awarded in early March when financial aid packages come out. So I know really fast, I was so frazzled at first, but thank you for joining us. There's a lot of ways to connect with us. So please feel free to do that. And then my contact information, if you would like to get in touch with me. And we have virtual visits, in-person visits, and then you can also on our website sign up for a personal chat with me, which hopefully my computer would work then. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that. And I want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon for this session. Just a quick note that when you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for additional ones, strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings. Same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. Again, thank you to each of our representatives from each of the 6 schools for presenting this afternoon, and thank you all for attending. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon and evening. Thank you very much.